Folks, welcome into the Crossing Swords Second Intermission Show. I'm your host, Ty B, and I'll be joined by Dwayne, Joe Conzi, and Dami. Hockey is back from Real Talk. We are here to break down the Sabres and Rangers second period and to talk a little bit about the third period. The Sabres were able to get 2 goals that period to take the lead. Jack Eichel gets his first of the season, and Toby Reeder with a nice breakaway there to end a penalty kill for the Buffalo Sabres. Dwayne, where's your confidence level after that one? You called Jack getting back on the board.
3 through the roof. I called it right before the game and in that first intermission report that Jack is going to get us on the board here. If you want to get technical, I said he'll score 2 goals, including the game winner, and the Sabres will win 3-2. If you want to count the imaginary goal he scored, he does have 2 goals. But with that a much better effort from Buffalo. I mean, the special teams is killing it were they 5 for 7 or 5 for 8 the last 7 or 8 attempts?
We'll get into that. Dwayne. Yeah, so Eichel gets his first goal, breaks Schneid finally, and you saw him on the bench. I believe it was Greg Vorst had the video there on Twitter. That deep breath he has, that sigh of relief. Conzi, where do you think Jack's game goes from here?
I mean, here's the thing that's really impressive about where Jack's game could go. The Sabres have won about 70% of their faceoffs tonight. I think it's around 67%, 70%. But if they're winning faceoffs like that, the scoring opportunities are coming. They outshot the Rangers 14-8 that period. If Jack Eichel's on the ice and they're getting those chances, I see no reason why he can't put a second one or even a third one in tonight. It's incredible. They're just outplaying, outskating, and outsmarting the Rangers right now.
Yeah, speaking about outplaying the Rangers, we're going to get into that with Dami here a little bit. Both periods back-to-back. This is absolutely a weird statistical anomaly, I think. Sabres with the same exact Corsi numbers, the exact same ratio, 14-9 in both periods. Sabres up 60.87%. The expected goal is still up over 66%. They've been all over the Rangers, and you really saw them dominate there in that second period, Dom. I think this has been generally the story from the Rangers for most of the season.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, getting outshot right now, especially. I mean, you got a little more experience in Buffalo in comparison, at least to the Rangers. So, like I said, I've been saying the only thing they can do is they got to put the pucks on the net. They're just going to have to at least do something to not. Is it too early to, Jake? Let's relax, okay? Because I mean, come on. But yeah, no, they just got to be more aggressive. That's the thing. It's like, what do you got to lose right now? Again, I'm looking at this idiot. We got Jack Johnson on TV. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, whatever you do can't be worse than having him on your team in general. So
Tony D, baby.
I would take. Cannot tell me. You cannot tell me. There's not a single one of you, anybody out there listening in Twitter land or wherever you're watching, that this Rangers team is better with Jack Johnson in the lineup over Tony D. I don't even care what you think about him. It's just not even reasonable to say that.
Yeah, no, Jack Johnson might be the worst player in all of hockey this year, and that's why. It's not really that close. He's not very good. But let's get back to the Sabres here a little bit. Reeder scores there, ending that PK. Sabres, very good effort so far tonight. You're seeing it in all facets of their game, Dwayne. I see you getting your chow on, but the Sabres are getting their feast on there in that second period.
Yeah, like I said, you saw a nice breakaway goal there by Tobias Reeder. I think that might be his third goal of the season, maybe. These guys that Kevin Adams brought in to play roles, and it's been working out. Eric Stahl just recently finally got himself going. Has 2 goals in the last 3 games.
Yep.
Jack Eichel's just been doing Jack Eichel things. I mean, if he's not scoring, he's getting apples. It doesn't matter. He's going to put points on the board. Taylor Hall is getting so many chances, like Kanzi says, but he keeps on hitting the iron. He's doing everything right, just not putting the puck in the back of the net as much as he'd want to be right now. And that first line, her line, is absolutely killing it right now. Like, when they're on the ice 5-on-5, they don't leave the offensive zone. They have the puck the entire time. That might be the most dangerous line in hockey.
Seriously, this team's been all over the place. Yes, they might be the best line in hockey, which, speaking of which, I have a graphic for that. I have a graphic for everything. Look at that. The her line right up there. in that good category above everyone else. A shout out to them. They've been playing phenomenal hockey and continuing that tonight. We got Robbie Ryan in here. Yeah, disrespect for no Dewey. Dewey's MIA. No one knows where Dewey is right now, but it is the mustache movement. Shout out Joe Conzi for joining in with me on that one. Robbie, I'm glad you love it. We're going to keep it going here, though, on the Crossing Swords second intermission report. Thank you all for tuning in. Get some questions in, some comments on this game. We got a few, the Ario Speedwagon line. I like that. Reader Eakin Okposo. That's over the log. I'm absolutely loving that.
I like that. Yeah.
Put that on a shirt.
Dang, I like that. That is a good one there, bud.
That's a good one, man. I mean, it's right up there with the her line. I love it.
Yeah, I mean the herd line. I think the Ario Speedwagon's probably a little better.
That's pretty dope.
As a name.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You guys,
sure.
There's one thing I forgot.
I agree. I mean, if Okposo wasn't like Thumper out there, sure. We're talking about Speedwagon.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add one thing about the her line. I don't think anyone. I forgot to include this on my Eichel overview. Tonight's goal, he's tied Jochen Hesch for the 19th most goals in franchise history, 138. He now trails Drew Stafford by 7 goals for 18th on the list. That's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. That's phenomenal.
He's phenomenal.
And we're talking a little bit about how Stahl's getting things figured out. Yeah, that line's been absolutely all over the place. Stahl, Cousins, and Olofsson lead the team all over 75% Corsi on the night. They've really been getting things done. What are you seeing here defensively from the Rangers? They're not able to match up very well from them, Dom.
Not good is what I'm seeing. It's pretty bad, actually. To be completely honest with you. Trouba, I mean, again, I said the same thing about Kreider and the rest of our top six. From a defensive standpoint, the amount of money he's making, like we just really got to – I mean, we got to get more out of him. Again, we have Jack Johnson, so what do you expect? Adam Fox is probably the best defensive player that we have currently. Tony DeAngelo, I mean, he blocked a couple shots, which is unexpected for him, I guess. I'll take it. He's more of a – I don't understand how he's a defenseman. I think he's a forward. Like, I really do. It's very confusing. But, yeah, I mean, they just got to do something. Georgie can't do it himself. Right? I mean, like, he's a great goalie, but he just can't do it by himself. It's just not possible. And then I don't want to miss this. Creek Degenerate over here saying, question for Mr. Pringles again. Where's the first overall pick? I'm assuming he's referring to Alexis Lafreniere. I mean, the kid's 19 years old. He's had hair on his dick for a couple months. I mean,
and not even a real training camp.
Excuses. Make excuses for the Canadian. Goes to the Big Apple. Can't get his tucks in the back of the net. I don't want to hear it. All excuses in the world. No, you're on the first line. You're the first overall pick. You should be producing. Not putting a big fucking fat goose egg in his first 6 games. God, man, I've seen more effort out of myself when I'm taking a dump.
How many goals does Jack Eichel have right now?
Huh? How many points does Jack Eichel have right now? How many points?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about pucks. I don't know. You're the one yelling.
Goose egg from the lap.
You're over here shouting.
Oh, absolutely. You'd love to see it, though, and things you'll love to see is this Sabres power play getting things figured out. We've applauded their 5v5 play at times this season, but they haven't been able to tuck. They've been figuring things out, but the power play getting going is really a nice thing to see. 2 for 4 thus far tonight, 5 of their last 9 overall. We were a bit upset about them, passing up a lot of opportunities for shots, but getting those better opportunities seems to be working out a bit here, Konzi.
Yeah, I mean, they say defense wins championships. Well, for this team, special teams wins them hockey games. So, the Sabres have to continue on this path, take advantage of that, of that power play. And they're cycling the puck well. Ralph Kruger talks about getting the perfect chance. And you know what? It frustrates me, but I saw it tonight why they look for that perfect chance. Because you'd rather have 3 good chances on a power play than just whipping the puck around the ice 15 times on the power play. So I like how organized it's been. I've heard Dwayne a couple times, while we're watching the game say, you got to bury that. And that's a good thing to hear because it's been a while since we've heard, you got to bury that because that means they're getting opportunities. So
you got to bury those.
Yeah, thank you for keeping me on my toes during the game when I have my head down for a second looking at my phone. So great showing tonight by them.
You got to bury those.
Absolutely. We got a question here for Dami. Would you trade Jack Johnson for Zach Bogosian?
I wouldn't even hesitate in a heartbeat. Yes,
Wow.
please. I could give you 8,000 reasons why. I'll start off with 1, he's a better player, and 2, he's an upstate New York native. So let's bring it on, boys.
Hey,
Yeah,
I would trade him for Tony D'Angelo's burner account.
I would trade
trade him for
Jack
2
Johnson
islands.
for a bag of dog treats and a pound of coffee today.
Okay.
And we got Robbie chiming in again. Yeah, we joined the East, and it's already a rivalry. You already know that. It's our division. We're going to absolutely roll the Islanders when they come into town too, Robbie.
Who?
So sorry, the Island
Who?
girls.
Oh, gotcha. The other New York
Where's
team.
Marissa? I want to know. I'm waiting for the showdown with Marissa.
You
for
mean the
real.
Mets of the
Whatever that
NHL, the Islanders? Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
Get her in the chat.
Cons,
You're
you
giving
saw
them a little
that
too much
to
credit.
Cats today. Cats was like, I can't wait for the Isles to play bad so I can do hot garbage. I go, they were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and then last night lost to the Devils. They are bad. I don't know if you've noticed or not.
Oh no, I can't wait.
Oh, they're going to be like at some point, no matter what, just because of the style of game they play, like they're going to piss you the hell off, and they're going to have like 2 or 3 games where they score like 1 goal between like 9 periods, and Katz is going to be banging his head off the wall, and that's exactly what we're here for. I can't wait to see it. I hope it's against the Sabres so I can absolutely laugh my face off, because last year when the Islanders came to Buffalo, they were able to win 1-0 on a goal from who was it from behind the net? Someone scored from behind the net, kicked in. Olmark kicked it in with his skate, like just some absolute trash goal. Sabres lose 1-0. I hope we do it to the Islanders, and then the second time we play them in one of those back-to-backs, we run it up the second time. I would love to see that. That's exactly what I need in my life, Dwayne. But what do you see here as we head into the third period? What are your keys going into this home stretch?
Just keep playing well in your own end like you did in the second period. Let Olmark see the shots, keep the chances at the outside, and possess the puck in the neutral zone. I think if you do all 3 of those things, you'll come out of here with a win. And obviously, I wouldn't take your foot off the pedal. I'd still continue to do what you're doing offensively. I mean, when you possess the puck, especially that first line, I honestly would like to know time of possession right now, because it's got to be greatly in Buffalo's favor.
I would assume so by looking at the numbers. Yeah. I mean, all the numbers are in their favor right now. And you see this right now, Dwayne. I know you're a big burner account guy. No one's getting any DMs from the burner account right now.
I'm waiting for my response. I asked not Tony D'Angelo. If Tony D'Angelo, and Tony D'Angelo were in a bar, you got to fuck one, kill one, marry one, go. Has not responded yet. Not responded.
He's in a game right now.
Because he looked at your profile picture, Dwayne.
Hey, look what.
Oh, that's probably what it was. All right, Dami, for you as a Rangers fan, what is their key to coming back into this one before we get into some predictions? Because we got some people in the chat asking for our predictions for the third.
Hey, well, I mean, like I said earlier, they just got to be a little more aggressive, especially on the defensive end. I mean, shots will come. That's not really anything that they're going to have an issue with. Like if all else fails, this New York Rangers team is going to be exciting offensively because of the speed and the youth. But defensively, I mean, it's horrible out there. It doesn't make it doesn't make any sense. You gotta at least make an effort. And right now they're just not. It's terrible.
I think if we see that same effort, shout out Jay Gorman 27 asking our predictions. I think if we see that same effort from the Rangers, the Sabres pot 2 or 3 more here in this third period and really run it up on them. I think you could see the Sabres win this game 6-2. I would not be surprised about that at all. Give me another Jack Eichel goal. This team is really starting to figure things out. I'm saying 6-2 all the way. Kanzi, what do you got?
I think that if the Sabres keep applying pressure, they're doing very well at drawing penalties. I would love to see the statistic on how many penalties they're drawing. It's incredible. I like to see Eichel pot another one, but I'm going to go 5-3 Buffalo. Skinner gets his first goal of the year. And Skinner's goal is going to be one of those Mohawk Kenny Woo 360s, getting Georgiev out of position and just going top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. So 5-3 Sabres. Skinner gets his first goal of the season.
Oh, I'll take that. Dom, where you at before we send it to Dwayne to pump us up for the third?
4-3 Rangers.
4-3 Rangers. No, it's not happening. Dwayne, I'm going to give us the quick send-off, and then you tell me why that's not happening. Make sure you stay tuned to @CrossSwordsPod for all incoming news. 2 goalies, 1 mic throughout the game. We have a ton more content coming, plus a post-game show. Dwayne, why are these Sabres going to win, and what's the score going to be?
Buffalo 5-2. That's just obvious. Jack Eichel is going to get a second goal of the game. You counted a hat trick if you count his phantom goal earlier in the first period. And let's be real, he's making Alex Lafreniere his BITCH, baby. Lafreniere, 0 points in 6 games, Mr. Number 1 overall. Learning what it's like to be a real elite player from watching the guy Jack Eichel on the ice. Just sit back and enjoy it, Laugh, because you're really starting to realize that you're not cut out for the NHL, baby.
All right, Dwayne, couldn't have said it any better myself. Stay tuned for the Jack Eichel show, baby. Let's go, Buffalo.